I'm Jon Montgomery, Olympic gold medalist, TV personality, and now Canada's Wildhood ambassador. Get ready, because we're hitting the road in my RV and uncovering some of the best spots in Canada to explore, sip, eat, and play. This is Brewdocking. Is there anything better than sitting by a campfire at the end of a long day out on the road? The fresh air, the soothing pop of the fire, and the sound of the trees blowing in the breeze. That's why I love campgrounds, the calm, the comfort, and the community. Fellow campers make you feel right at home. Places like this help me recharge so I can get back out exploring again. Today, I'm in beautiful Kelowna, British Columbia, the mecca of the province's wine industry. Which makes sense when you discover that the first vines were planted here over 160 years ago. But there's so much more to Kelowna than just wine. So I'm meeting Kyle Nixon, owner of BNA Brewery, a perfect example of comfort cuisine, relaxed atmosphere, and how you can always say, "Give me something local," and never be disappointed. My first question was going to be, obviously, you find a lot of RVers come through here, but that question's been answered. There is literally an RV in this building, yes. So I know the answer. It is yes, one has come through and stayed permanently. You have an Airstream upstairs that is a bar.
Yep.
That is amazing.
Yeah, we just took, all it took was a crane.
A crane?
And a little bit of roof, flipping off, and it was pretty easy.
And a lot of desire to create something special, and that's undoubtedly what we have here.
So I think what we were really striving for was to build a spot that locals would feel like they're part of it. So, we did it, we threw all the passion into it, and, try to find things that we knew what was missing in town. I always think, bars are an extension of your living room. And I think when you go into places, you kind of, right away, hey man, this is my spot.
And good beer is malt, barley, water, hops, and that other thing that you're talking about, that fifth ingredient.
Yeah.
Is it authenticity?
And passion.
And passion.
Yeah, I think passion, authenticity, it's, in our business is kind of the same thing. You can't fake authenticity and you can't fake passion.
When people come here for beer,
yep.
and they come into this establishment, they're getting what you guys have imbibed into it, which is your DNA in BNA. And I think it's safe to say that something like this, I think, would work anywhere.
You're getting people here looking for an experience, looking for something authentic, looking for something different. There's a really good opportunity, and I think that's what we've capitalized on.
What are their tastes? What are they asking you for?
A lot of people just came in and were just like, just give me your lightest beer.
Yeah.
And now those guys are, nose up, and they're pretty snooty beer drinkers. So what's cool about the whole evolution of a beer, guys, you get them in on, one beer, and next thing you know, they're trying 6 different ones.
It's just exposure.
And I think what's so awesome about breweries is they're kind of like indie rock bands, in a sense, is, you create a room and you create these styles of beer, and the feeling you want, and it resonates with somebody. Yeah. Just like, when you hear that band for the first time and they're kind of your band.
Your band, yeah.
And then you just tell your one friend because you don't want too many people to know about it. That's kind of what I feel breweries are.
The creativity that is in this place, is it reflected in the beer that comes out of it as well?
Creativity is something that, I wouldn't do this business if I couldn't be creative. But I think that is what kind of excites myself and the team here to, if you're gonna put out some new beers, let's have a story to tell. I do think that's the part of the business that I definitely gravitate towards, and what kind of gets me out of bed in the morning and kind of like pops me up and can't wait to get to work.
A beer lover's paradise with a decor that speaks to the RVer in me. And what it says is, welcome, Jon. You've found your happy place. Just like BNA, there are so many places showcasing local tastes in every community I visit. Places like Kekuli Cafe, owned by Sharon Bondhog, an eatery serving delicious treats, including the indigenous delicacy, bannock, guaranteed to bring back some memories. Sharon, I heard a stat recently that said one of the greatest connections to memory is smell. And when I walked in through that door, I can't help but be transported back in time. And I inevitably think of my grandma, fresh bread, and all the time that I got to spend with her as a youngster.
Yeah, just that smell of fresh, baked bread or fry bread. It just makes you feel like, oh my God, I'm at home.
How has the community of Kelowna been receptive to this type of a novel bakery, really?
We've been here for 12 years now. To be here and make that statement as an Indigenous restaurant, we play Indigenous music, we hire Indigenous people, and we also hire people who just want to work, who need the job. Bannock is made with 4 ingredients, you know, flour, sugar, a little bit of yeast, some salt, oh, and water.
You were almost making beer there for a second. This will become
Easy
beer, I
peasy.
think, with the same ingredients.
You can dip it. It's easy to make, and you just mix it together, and then you form some little dough balls and stretch it all out and throw it in the fryer, and away it goes.
There are many ways to enjoy the beauty of Kelowna, but I'm looking for the best view. So I'm heading to Freedom Paragliding to get the bird's eye. Now let's hope my stomach behaves. This suit's a rental.
So we're gonna go for a tandem flight today. How
All
does it sound?
I have been waiting for this all morning, and the anticipation is beginning to get the best of me, so
Awesome.
let's get it on. So I don't have any control over this?
You don't.
No.
I do.
Awesome.
All right, let's go fly.
All right. This is what experiences of camping and RVing are all about. You can take yourself to places that you just can't experience without getting on the road. From beer to Bannock to breathtaking views, Kelowna is an unmissable gem that will always hold a special place in my heart. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you down the road somewhere.